From the world headquarters of Holy Mackerel Productions at the Swampwater Lounge, Winery and Health Spa, this is the Maine Event Radio Show. The Maine Event, it's homegrown, it's good for you, and it always features great entertainment from our own backyard. Hi, Dan Foley here. Good to have your company as we cruise the entertainment highways and byways of the Pine Tree State. So, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Here it comes down that digital expressway, this edition of the Maine Event Radio Show.
I've been doing my best to keep both feet on the ground, and I was minding my business till you came around. But there was something about you right from the start. Told me you could break the seal on my Ziploc heart, 'cause you're telling those secrets when you give me that smile. You don't say a word, but you talk me a mile. Quiet up until now, but still I get the feeling that I know you somehow. You're a man with a passion, not without pain, and you've been wondering if you could ever love again. But you're telling those secrets when you give me that smile. You don't say a word, but you talk me a mile. Talking me a mile. Talk, 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 talk. When you talk, you don't say a word, but you got the biggest smile I ever well, it could make big, big fools out of me and you. But if you're feeling like a kid at a high school dance, well, it could be time to drop your guard and take another chance. 'Cause you're telling those secrets when you give me that smile. You don't say a word, but you talk me a mile. Talking me a mile, yeah. You're telling those secrets when you give me that smile. You don't say a word, but you talk me a mile. Talk, talk, talk.
years doing all the same things I did. To climb them pines and go hunting on a ridge, and you always had that way. I was young and foolish and thought I knew best. When you left, it was me to blame. Now there's clouds above these mountains we love, and the storms come bringing that rain. And everybody got a little history, and I had enough trouble with the birds and bees, and there ain't gonna be another one knows me half as well as the one who left. And remembering the times that you remind help me be what I am today. And I'd proud to give all the rest of my years for another one sunny day. A sunny day, where'd you go? Ain't been by 20 years or more. I know you better out, cause they told me so much. You ain't been visiting me. Sunny day, I ain't been, never would've thought you'd be my best friend. Now that you're gone, I would wish to tell you for a girl named Sunny Day. Past ain't waiting to be. Found a little happy, found a little bit of peace. And the life I've built still a life for me. Let it live with the skies are gray. And every now and then I see your family, and they tell me that you're living life wild and free. And I figure that you probably never asked about me, but I think about you sometimes. Maybe now I'm old and wise, you can see 55 me and say hi. Just for a minute, come and brighten my eyes. Let me know that it ends okay. You can bet that I regret watching sunny go ahead out west, but I'm happy to be a part of them memories living in the back of both of our heads. The sunny day, where'd you go? Ain't been mine 20 years or more. No, you've been around cause they told me so, but you ain't been visiting me. The sunny day, I ain't been, never would've thought you'd be my best friend. Now that you're gone, I would wish to tell you for a girl named Sunny Day. Sunny day, where'd you go? Ain't been mine 20 years or more. I know you better out cause they told me so, but you ain't been visiting me. Sunny day, I ain't been, never would've thought you'd be my best friend. Now that you're gone, I wish to tell you for a girl named Sunny Day.
Homegrown and good for you, the main event is radio the way it should be.
I didn't used to be this way. I had a job and a place to stay. Yes, I was on the right track. Oh, but now I derailed. There's no going back. It's creeping up on me. So early in the morning when I can't sleep. Oh, when I can't sleep, it's creeping up on me. They tell me I'll regret it when I'm old. They say the devil's got his hands around my soul. All in all, I think they may be right, but that doesn't mean I won't have some tonight. When you think there's nothing left for you to do, it's creeping up on you, it's creeping up on you. When you don't hold the bottle, but the bottle holds you, that's when you know it's creeping up on you. When you're feeling down and you can't cope, just reach for that whiskey and the dope. Change your ways and you may have hope yet, before you burn out like a used up cigarette.
Pushing down on your head like the devil's got a paw dug in your shoulder, and the other one is rubbing your back. But the kitchen in this new place has a window there. You can grow basil on the sill, maybe you can call your neighbors by name now. Berries on the dash, it's the sweetest kind of living. Still, this feels like eating the meat of the mountain. It's all grit and gristle, I can't chew and swallow. I'm gnawing my way back home. The clouds look a lot like wool gone through the wash. I check my phone for the time, but I still wear my watch. Yeah, I'm confused about how I'm supposed to connect to anything now. The train and the people with the seats smile big at me because they know the feeling. And for a millisecond we share a look like a family does, like we have inside jokes, like we could call each other by little nicknames. And I could tell the story of how my great-grandmother's sister was deemed a saint, how they exhumed her body after years of being buried, and they found she hadn't even begun. Just so they moved her again, straight into the Vatican. Billions of eyes all looking at something different at the same time, and I feel nauseous. Some days I can only see into myself.
the stream where you sleep, July where I land. Thought I saw you on the platform in Amsterdam, and I nearly missed my train, and I felt so defeated till I jumped on to see all the warm smiles were for me. Yeah. I made my train and it made me so happy. I made my train and it made me forget everything. It made me forget, made me forget, made me forget, made me forget everything. It made me forget, made me forget, made me forget, made me forget everything.
That's called Billions of Eyes, and it's from Lady Lamb on the Main Event. We heard Tricky Britches, too, and Creeping Up on Me. The Mallet Brothers gave us Sunny Day, and back there at the beginning, it was Annie Clark, Talk Me a Mile. Well, we're not going to do miles of talking here. We're just going to play the homegrown entertainment, just like we always do. Good to have your company. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast, and let's continue now with one that always cracks me up, even though I've had this album for years and years. It's Tim Sample and the story of being a strict carnivore on the Main Event.
Thank you very much. I hope you had a chance to stretch your legs and buy a lot of records. Mother just told me, you know, that new one of mine is a million seller. I got a million of them in my cellar. I got a chance while I was out there, you know, to get this coffee cup filled up. Boy, don't I love that coffee. Oh, I tell you, and I'm not either talking about this wimpy stuff that Robert Young pushes on TV, you know it. That might be all well and good, you throw a few no-dos in it, but I mean... I want that caffeine there. Of course, I got an item for Mother, and I seen it on the television. Boy, I tell you now, this one of them ideas. As soon as I seen it, I says, why didn't I think of that? What it was a Mr. Coffee IV unit. Yeah. Slick as a smelt, I tell you. See, when it was developed by K-Tel Marketing worldwide for long-haul truckers, and you hang it off the rearview mirror on a little hook there, and the cord comes down there, and it plugs into your cigarette lighter, and this other cord tube comes down, and it goes right into your arm. And they give you a little piece of duct tape, you put it on there with it. And she percolates along all day, see, and she trickles right down into your arm, keeps you jacked up in good shape. You keep both hands on the wheel there. Nice.
Which I think is really good, you know. Especially because personally, I have like a real personal affinity for certain dietary patterns, okay? And I want to share these with you, okay? Because I feel this would make your life more meaningful and possibly enhance my own economic situation, okay? Now what I'm talking about here, okay, is like life itself, okay? And your own eating habits will formulate your own attitude towards life itself. Now, I believe, and my people, we have developed a philosophy. We are strict carnivores. We will not consume any vegetable matter. And we advocate a diet of lean red meat and black coffee. And that's it. Okay? Now, I can tell you from my own experience how my consciousness was raised on this issue. Okay, I was in a health foods restaurant. It was before my consciousness was raised. I would eat vegetables like anyone else, okay? I was sitting in this restaurant, and I remember sitting there, and there were like macrame plant hangers there. And there was like this old Neil Young record was playing on the sound system, and I could look through and see the kitchen, okay? And there were like two girls in there, and they didn't mean anything by it, but I saw what they had done. Now, you have to realize, man, I was just through reading The Secret Life of Plants, okay? So I was really like tuned in to like plant energy, okay? I realized they're like very sensitive. Like if you walk by and you say like, you know, negative vibes to your geranium, it just like blows it away, you know, just blows it away, okay? Okay, so I realized this, and I looked down in the kitchen, I saw this girl, and she didn't mean it, I know, but she had these carrots, man, and I realized they had been like ripped out of the ground, you know, and she put them on the counter, and then she didn't even knock them out. She just took this knife, and she began slashing at them. Oh, it was like incredible. It just like blew my mind, you know. Okay, and her friend, again, I mean, really, she didn't like mean anything, but she heaved them into this boiling pot of water. It blew my mind completely. And then the waitress brought my bean sprouts, you know, and I just looked, and these little sprouts, man, they had not even begun to enjoy life, you know. And all of a sudden, my consciousness, I realized, wow, plants, like they love life, man. They're so pacifistic. They don't chase or bite or hurt anyone. They're just enjoying life, okay? And I began to leave, you know, and I walked by the salad bar. Man, it was like a train wreck, you know, I just couldn't. I tell you, man, I was like really shaken, okay? So like I was driving along, and suddenly the other half of the philosophy began to click in my mind, okay? As I drove by a field, I saw like some cows, all right? And all of a sudden, I saw those cows like the scales had fallen off my eyes, and I saw them with a new vision, and I realized something I'd never realized before. The obvious fact. They were bored stiff. I mean, they were like saying, if I have to spend like another night in the barn, it's going to blow my mind completely. Like, you know, they were like ready to go. Okay. Then I began to like piece together the other facets. I realized our nation, okay, after years of people becoming more and more oriented to vegetables, okay, like the whole nation was like becoming wimpy. Okay, and I realized we needed to get our diet straightened out, okay? We needed to resume and get back into our place of prominence and world power. You know, we were like slipping, okay? So I got together with some friends, okay? We've created a cookbook which we want to make available to you, and it's a whole life plan for living, okay? It's not just a cookbook. It's called Diet for an Aggressive Planet. In which we instruct you in just how to accomplish your goal of becoming a complete carnivore. We have testimonials unsolicited from some very famous people. Al Haig has given us a beautiful testimonial now. You know, how this revolutionized his life. But if you follow our book, you'll see that there are some recipes there you can make using the right chemicals, additives, and food coloring. Which you need. You need that. You need that. People spend thousands of dollars on embalming, which is not necessary. Okay. You eat the proper diet, you're ready when you go.
The Main Event, it's not just another pretty radio show.
We pick potatoes every fall.
just a quiet little town in a rustic county where I grew up and went to school, went to church on Sunday. We picked potatoes every fall to earn new clothes for school. If you wanted something extra, earn it was the rule. We never felt that we were poor, our friends were all the same. That's the place where I grew up on a tater farm in Maine. That's the place where I grew up on a tater farm in Maine.
Dad came home from the war. Glad it's over, that's for sure. Married mom, baby makes 3, plus another one. The other one was me. I'd sit on the floor in front of the couch and I'd watch the TV glow. And that's where I learned everything I'd ever need to know. I got older, I started school. Did I go? Maybe so, but not as a rule. I'd come home and I'd do my sums at the kitchen table with the radio on. Murray the K on 1010 wins as loud as it would play. Jimmy Mack, my boyfriend's back, and 100 pounds of clay. Saturdays I would go double feature at the RKO. Blue Hawaii, Jerry and Dean, 007, stir not shaking in my dream. 4 boys from Liverpool riding on a train, gonna play on a television show. And that's where I learned everything I'd ever need to know. Dad came home from the war, and I came home from the tour. Glad it's over, that's for sure. Dad came home from the war.
There's Aztec two-step on the main event. Dad Came Home. And we heard Joyce Rossi Gammon with the title track of her album, Tater Farm in Maine, up there in the county, you know. And that followed Tim Sample with Strict Carnivore, where variety is the spice of life, so that's why we get variety right here on the Main Event Radio Show. Continuing now, here's Mark Miller. Mark Guitar Miller, in fact. Every day I got the blues, the main event.
I got the blues. Every day, baby, every day I got the blues. When you see me worried, baby, it's you I hate to lose. They say nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Lord, nobody loves me now, nobody seems to care. Bad luck and troubles, baby, Lord, I've had my share, that's right. Every day I got the blues. Every day, baby, every day I got the blues. When you see me worried, baby, it's you I hate to lose. I won't lose you, honey. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Lord, I said nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. I've had bad luck and troubles, baby. You know I've had my share, yeah. Alright. I don't want to lose you, honey. You're the best thing. Every day, every day, every day, every day, baby, every day I got the blues. When you see me worried, baby, it's you I hate to lose. When you see me worried, baby, it's you I hate to lose. Lord, when you see me worried, baby, it's you I hate to lose.
And now you
in my kitchen. Got to be raining outdoors. Well, won't get in trouble if I throws her down. Love for her good friend, ooh, now can be found. And now you know you better come home in my kitchen. Got to be raining outdoors. Well, to the mountain, look far as I could see. Sunshine had my baby, ooh, lonesome blues had me. And now you know you better come home in my kitchen. Got to be raining outdoors.
This is Scott Perry on the Main Event and Come Home in My Kitchen. And that followed Mark Miller, Every Day I Got the Blues. Couple of good blues numbers for us there. And now we look at time to visit the Vault of Vinyl. The Vault being where we keep our scratchy old record collection. And we pull out an album or even a 45 RPM and play a song from it for you. So that's what we're going to do right now. And all lined up and ready to go, we got Glenn Jenks. The album is called Antidote. And we're going to hear one called From End to Start. It's Glenn Jenks as we visit the Vault of Vinyl on the Main Event Radio Show.
The rain is falling. It makes the colors bright. I used to cry when autumn came. I only saw the end of summer with its good times and friends, and the coldness of winter close at hand. But now I begin to see an evolving point in time. We are just a changing melody in a symphony in rhyme. And now the skies begin to clear, and I feel you no longer near. Yet I do not fear what we left behind, for we are just a part of an ever-changing heart, at the start of an everlasting climb. And the start, and that you never lose a friend who's in your heart. So my friend, don't be afraid to follow your own perfect way. I give you strength to make your mark. Don't you see, you've always been a part of me from end to start. From end to start.
Pretty Sylvia on a summer's day, she dressed herself in a man's array, with sword and pistol hung by her side. To rob her lover she did ride. She met her lover on the plain, and boldly bade her lover stand and deliver without no strife, or in one moment I'll end your life. After he'd given to her his gold, she said, I ask for one thing you hold, that diamond ring you so proudly wear. Deliver that and your life I'll spare. That diamond ring is a pledge of love, given by one constant as a dove. Of all my gold I will freely share, my life I'll lose, but the ring I'll spare. Away she rode from her own true love, for she was harmless as a dove. Lover go to see which was best, her valiant lover had stood the test. As they did walk in the garden green, a fairer couple was never seen. He saw his watch hanging by her clothes, which made him blush like a blooming rose. Why do you blush at a deed so bold? I'll freely give back your watch and gold, and since your love has proved to me true, nothing but death parts me from you. Nothing but death parts me from you.
From garages, basements, and yes, even real recording studios in and around and beyond the Pine Tree State, this is the Maine Event Radio Show.
'em up till the day is done, in the rain, in the wind, while the ships come in, one by one. We load 'em up ton by ton and haul 'em towards the ships by the shore. Yeah, we're moving the stone, work our fingers to the bone, far from our home, moving the stone. We drill down deep till the veins in the rock get weak. Another one done, another just begun. The rock is strong in the days of hiding long. Gonna be here a while, down on Hurricane Isle. Yeah, we're moving the stone, work our fingers to the bone, far from our home, moving the stone. Someday I'll return to my home, but till then I'll just keep on moving. We'll keep on moving, moving the stone. Yeah, we're moving the stone, work our fingers to the bone, far from our homes, moving the stone. Stone by stone, we cut 'em up till the day is gone, in the rain, in the wind, while the ships come in.
Liquid Cowboys on the Maine Event Radio Show and Moving the Stone down there in Granite City, Hollowell. That stuff they exported from Hollowell made a lot of buildings over the 19th and 20th centuries. Before that, it was Joyce Anderson with Pretty Sylvia, and a visit to the Vault of Vinyl with Glenn Jenks. And more to come. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast. Always good to have your company. Sometimes it's nice to be down by the sea, isn't it? Here's Dave Wakefield. He's happy. It's on the Main Event.
Pretty girl standing in the doorway looking right at me. Well, I do the fishing, she do the cooking down by the sea. Seagulls fly high above the breezeway, gliding silently. Well, I do the fishing, she do the cooking down by the sea. She gives all her love to me in a home down by the sea. The sky is blue and the ocean green, and her eyes are in between down by the sea. In a home down by the sea, the sky is blue and the ocean green, and her
sleep so beautifully. Well, I do the fishing, she do the cooking down by the sea. Seagulls fly high above the channel, screeching endlessly. Well, I do the fishing, she do the cooking down by the sea. She gives all her love to me in a home down by the sea. The sky is blue and the ocean green, and her eyes are in between down by the sea. Down by the sea, down by the sea, yeah.
Son to carry that family name for the woman that he wants to marry. He's bringing his family shame. Papa like to preach about throwing no stones, we're throwing them every which way. She hangs out in the window, and everybody knows her name. Back of a secondhand store, wearing a dress that some other bride wore. She holds a list of the things to be done when into the room burst the reverend son. Darling, I fear that my feet grow too weary from walking this life. All of my life I've been doing what's right, no more towing this family line. Ain't no fun for the reverend son to carry that family name for the woman that he wants to marry. He's bringing his family shame. Papa like to preach about throwing no stones, we're throwing them every which way. She hangs a sign in the window, and everybody knows her name. In a room at their favorite motel, bags are all packed and she waits by herself, counting the hours she prays he will come, doubting the words of the reverend son. Darling, I fear that my feet are too weary from walking this life. All of my life I've been doing what's right, and I must keep on towing this line. Ain't no fun for the reverend son to carry that family name for the woman that he wants to marry. He's bringing his family shame. Papa like to preach about throwing no stones, we're throwing them every which way. She hangs out in the window, and everybody knows her name. Ain't no fun for the reverend son to carry that family name
for the woman that he wants to marry is bringing his family shame. Papa like a preacher about throwing no stones or throwing them every which way. She hangs a sign in the window, everybody knows her name. She hangs a sign in the window, everybody knows her name. She hangs a sign in the window, everybody knows her name.
Barnaby Bright on the main event, and Reverend Son, and Dave Wakefield before that, with Down by the Sea. Well, the clock's moving right to where I have to get going as we put a wrap on this edition of the Main Event Radio Show, with thanks to the station for putting us on the air. Thanks to Kevin Foley for getting the IT work done that I don't have a clue about. And thanks especially to you for joining me. I hope you're going to be here next time, because I know I will when the main event comes your way once again. Till then, Dan Foley signing off for the Main Event Radio Show, a Holy Mackerel production coming to you from the cultural center of the known universe in Kennebec County. Be good to yourself, be good to the folks you meet. Let's all be good to the planet. It's the only one we got. Here's Arlo West.